What up, Pod Squad? Back again with another edition of Prop It Like It's Hot. On to week 7. Quick recap of week 6. We ended up going 2-2. We split that. We hit the Debo and the Brees Hall over 57.5 receiving yards and rushing yards, respectively. We missed the Mike Evans over 63.5 receiving yards, turned into a Chris Godwin game. And then we missed our JJ's reception total. Opened at 6.5, and we hit that, and it was six receptions. Hit the over on yardage, so if you played that, great. But unfortunately, I pivoted, like I said, and went with reception, so we missed that. So ultimately 2-2 on the week. So just lost a little bit of juice, nothing too crazy. But hey, we're going to move on to week 7. First one, I'm going to go with the Robert Tonyan. Back to the tight end love, over 33.5 receiving yards. A lot of banged up pass catchers right now on the Green Bay side. Sammy Watkins likely out. Randall Cobb is out. Christian Watson nursing a hamstring injury. We all know once Rodgers gets locked in, he goes to who he trusts. And right now, that's Tonyan. He had 12 targets last week, 10 catches. That's really how you get in Rodgers' good graces. Right now, his average depth of target is around 4.2 yards, and he's averaging just over 5 yards after the catch. So really, all we're looking for is about 4 to 5 catches to give us the over. So first one, give me the Robert Tonyan over 33.5 receiving yards. Why not? Let's go back to some fullback love. It seems like Jimmy G has a pretty good connection with Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback. So it might be hard to find. So if you can't find this one, let me know, and I'll pivot away from these. But I like some of these obscure ones. Sometimes there's a lot of value in them. So I'm going to go with the Kyle Juszczyk over 11.5 receiving yards. He's cleared this number the last 4 games. Honestly, we're looking for like 1 catch. He averages about 11 yards per reception. We'll see if Jeff Wilson is in the doghouse after that fumble. I could adjust off of this if CMC ends up playing with his recent trade to San Francisco. I don't think that's going to happen. So honestly, I still really like this play of Kyle Juszczyk over 11.5 receiving yards. He actually outsnapped Jeff Wilson, again, likely in the doghouse from the fumble, but he also tied him in snaps. So if we get 1 or 2 catches in this, I think we're golden. Sticking with the running back or backfields, I should say, here for our next 2. First one being Austin Eckler. I'm going to go with his over 59.5 receiving yards. Playing against Seattle, they are the 2nd worst rush team in the NFL and the 2nd worst on the road. They're averaging giving up 166 yards a game. Now with Josh Kelly hurt, really Sony Michel, I feel, is more like a short yardage specialist. So I see Eckler soaking up a few of those carries that maybe went to Joshua Kelly. So give me the over, Austin Eckler, 59.5 rushing yards. My final play for this week is going to be Josh Jacobs. I know I wrote him off. There's no way I saw the season that he's having coming right now. But again, I'm just going with somebody who's playing against a horrendous run defense. And that'd be the Houston Texans. They're giving up the 3rd worst in the NFL, so just a tick better than Seattle, but not by much. And they're actually even worse on the road. So I'm taking the Josh Jacobs over 80.5 rushing yards. He's been dominating the snap count, 89 and 81% snap the last 2 weeks. Not really a whole lot of competition in the backfield. I see this as a game where they're going to be playing for a head. So I'll take the ground and pound and ultimately go with the Josh Jacobs over 80.5 rush yards. So those are my 4 plays this week. I'm going to go with the Robert Tonyan over 33.5 receiving yards, Kyle Juszczyk over 11.5 receiving yards, Austin Eckler over 59.5 rush yards, and Josh Jacobs over 80.5 rush yards. As always, appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch some tickets on Sunday.